new vlog. Am I filmed in? I was allowed. So it's actually Tuesday and also 4th day of migraine. So I actually have a week off work this week and I thought I could do some reading. I know, it's crazy. I'm kind of thinking maybe something very, you know, stereotypically autumnal, say thrillers or spookier reads or witchy reads. I'm not quite sure. So I actually asked yesterday on Instagram for your best thriller recommendations, so I'm gonna maybe go through that and also gonna go through the shelves and see what we got here. Just wanted to say hi, welcome you to the new vlog, and hope you enjoy. We don't go the same places that we used to go. Morning. It's Wednesday. I almost said Tuesday. I thought the first thing that I should try is And Then There Were None. This was technically in my previous month's TBR, but I very much did not read it. I thought it would be a good idea to start it now, so I think I'm gonna do that while I'm having breakfast. At the back it says 10 strangers are invited to Soldier Island, an isolated rock of the Devon coast, cut off from the mainland with their generous host mysteriously absent. They are each accused of a terrible crime. Then one of the party dies suddenly and they realize there may be a murderer in their midst. A murderer who might strike again and again. I actually have read one of the Agatha Christie works when I was a teen. However, it was in a different language and for the life of me I cannot remember what it was. I don't remember anything about it, which is quite odd, but not so much because it was a very long time ago, and I don't think it was this. I think it was the one with the train. Maybe? I don't know. Honestly, like, I probably could read the same book and not know that I have already read it. Just went to the shop to get some stuff and then I picked him a couple of leaves to make like an Instagram photo at some point, but Zeus saw me putting the leaves on the shelf and he really wants them. Do you want them? Zeus? Oh god. Oh. Oh, cute boy. Leaf? Come on.
Boy needs leaves.
Momo is here now sniffing the leaf. He soon's gonna be like, oh, this is not food, walks away. You like it though, don't you? It's like 6 o'clock, I think. I've been reading off and on for kind of the whole of the day, and I really need to go and do some admin that I've been avoiding for many days, and I would really rather not wait until tomorrow to do that because I already kind of lost the first half of the week, which is annoying, but it's okay. But yeah, I am on page 86. I really want to continue reading this as well, but so basically, as I said, I kind of already read the synopsis for you, but also what it was not said there is that all of these people are kind of invited via, most of them I think, via a letter from someone they think they know, for majority of them, but they don't know each other. They end up in this Soldier Island and the hosts are not there, so the only people that are there are the two servants, and they are a husband and a wife. And so the 8 travelers get there, and then there's the husband and the wife, and so there's 10 people in total. And after their first dinner, there's this recording that starts playing, listing each of them, like each of their names and their crimes. So all of these people are responsible for someone dying in one way or another. They're saying, okay, let's work at this together, and then they obviously have to kind of address all of these accusations, and obviously everyone is denying them, apart from like one dude that it was like, yeah, I left the people to die. But everyone is clearly, very clearly not telling the full story and just being like, well, this is clearly a madman telling these stories, and I've done no such thing, or like whatever the incident was, it was not my fault. And it's very clear that everyone has something to hide, which is really cool, because then you kind of have like 10 little stories, or maybe a bit less, but a couple of stories to actually like learn about as well, as the main mystery of why I keep dying in this book. So I did, at the very beginning, I did get really confused because we do have like 8 people and I just could not remember majority of them. I could remember 1, 2 maybe, but then like I just kept getting them confused because obviously we just got introduced. So I was dumb enough to look for a glossary at the end of this book. I just thought maybe there will be. I just thought, you know, there's a lot of characters, maybe there will be like a tiny list of who's who. But there isn't, and there's not much in the end of the book. However, the very last sentence is someone's name, and I accidentally read one of the name, like it was like a couple of names, but it's like the same person's name, and I read like either the first or the last name, I can't remember. And I got so annoyed because if that is the person that's like the culprit, then I literally spoil myself. But I don't know if it is the person that's the culprit. I don't know if it's like mentioned for a different reason, so fingers crossed, but I cannot believe that. I think maybe there's like 3 that I really can't tell apart still. But it's fine. I mean, like we know that these people will die off as the books go on, so I'm sure by the time that there's like 5 of them or something, I'll be a-okay. But I'm excited that I'm excited and having fun reading this. But speaking of reading, I think I have a parcel from my Amazon wishlist from one of you guys, which is really sweet. Let's see. There's 2, so oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, let me look at the notes first. It's from Marina. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you do. You've helped me go through some tough times. I hope you enjoyed the books. Love, Marina. Love you back, and hope that the tough times are mainly in the bag, but if not, we can have tough times together. Okay, so the first one that I see is The Dragon Republic, which is a second book to... It smells so good. Poppy War, the Poppy War, which I read the first chapter on during that first chapter challenge, and I really enjoyed the beginning of it, and I've heard many good things, so I'm really excited to get there. Big of a chunker this is, but it's a paperback and it matches my other paperback, so thank you so much. The next one, oh, The Library of the Unwritten. This book looks so cool. Let me read what's on the back. Every book left unfinished by its author is filed away in the Unwritten Wing, a neutral space in hell presided over by Claire, its head librarian. Along with repairing and organizing books, her job consists of keeping an eye on restless stories whose characters risk materializing and escaping the library. When a hero escapes from his book and goes in search of his author, Claire must track and capture him with the help of former muse and current assistant Brevity and nervous demon courier Leto. But what should have been a simple retrieval goes horrifyingly wrong in a chase that threatens to reshape the boundaries between heaven, hell, and earth. So I remember why I added this to the wish list is because it looked like what I was looking from the Starless Sea and also Sorcery of Thorns. I didn't enjoy either of those. Other than that, I was so excited about both of those because of the premise, and it's like a library and the books that become alive and the stories that become alive, and there's some really weird like other dimensions. So this obviously takes place in hell in the library, and we're following a librarian and following unfinished stories that come to life. So hell yes, hell yes. Thank you so much, Maria. That is so kind of you, and it made me really happy just now, so thank you so much. So excited. So currently I am thinking doing a tiny bit of stretching, like just 15 minutes on a mat, just literally doing something, because when I have the migraine days I literally do nothing, and I feel like my body is just like all of my muscles will just atrophy like atrophying. Anyway, being super stiff and I'm very out of shape, so I'd like to just at least stretch, and then I think I'm gonna do the admin that I need to do, or like at least the majority of the admin that I need to do. I looked like some emails. It's not that I have a lot. I really don't want to come across like, oh, all the emails I got. No, it's not like I even had a lot. I just mentally wasn't in the best place. So whenever I'm in that place, like sometimes my personal, aka like YouTube and other stuff like that kind of stuff is like not a priority, because I have to put all the effort and like energy that I have into things, you know, that other people rely on me on, as in like the actual job, rather than something that's with YouTube. That was an unnecessary explanation. Why is this like a person and it looks so creepy? Anyway, I was also listening to a creepy soundtrack while reading this and would highly recommend. I think I just put like soundtrack and aww, hello. Hey. Oh, cute. Cute boy. But yeah, no, I just put like a soundtrack mystery or something, and it came back with like this really spooky ambiance with no words, and it was great. It was very like haunted mansion, horror game soundtrack, and it was really fitting, I felt. Alright, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, my session was less productive than I anticipated because I put on like a 90s playlist and then just like vibed on Instagram. Instagram stories. I can't really put any of that here because obviously copyright, but it was a lot of fun. But another thing that was super exciting as an adult, I got this like debubbler of jumpers and stuff, but like I wanted to try it on this pillow because look on this side, you have so many bubbles. Can you see that? And then I already ran it through this side and it works so well. However, I did see a review that it caught on fire while charging in some places, so definitely only charging when I'm in the room. But so far so good. Like it's like a normal pillow now, when it was really like super. Let me show you. This also is very much not sponsored. Can you imagine? No, it's just like something that I would like to see as well in people's vlogs because it's useful and I like practical things. So let me set it up so you can actually see the bubbles. See how bad they are? Okay. Let's do them here so you can see them really well. Very loud. It basically shaves it. Anyway, and then you sit and do that. Very exciting. I'm sure you're so glad you clicked on this vlog. We don't go the same places that we used to. Good morning. I want to do like a video, thrillers and horror books that you guys recommended to me on Instagram, and I want to like pick a couple of selections, see if there's some overlapping or something, and do that. It's gonna be a hell of a heavy editing one though, but it's okay. And I'm gonna do a little bit of work. I didn't actually sleep well, so I tried to like sleep in a bit longer in the morning, so it's actually late, like it's 11 now, which is tiny bit frustrated, but I'm trying not to get frustrated at things like that. I mean, I needed to sleep and I didn't really sleep well during the night, so I ceased. But I'm very excited to get back to reading this, so I'm conflicted because like I've not felt excited about reading in a while, so I kind of want to just go and do that. But at the same time, I know that I'm gonna stress if I like I want to film a video and stuff, so I need to do my makeup and stuff. But maybe I'm going to find another book and then listen to an audiobook, because I could do that while I'm putting makeup on. Pretty much an hour later, almost 12 o'clock. It's okay, it's okay. We don't need to panic. We don't need to panic. You hear me? Anyway, it's fine. We're good. We're good. So I'm going to try and research a video now and prep for it. Might give up halfway. Who knows? We'll see. The exciting life I lead is that I'm waiting for Black Friday to get a Hoover. fun. Okay, it's 20 to 3. And I finished the list. I had to like narrow it down to like 15. But as I said, I really want to start something else that's like thrilling. Can you tell that I'm in a thriller mood? Or at least I think I am. Anyway, I'm just embracing it. So I went onto my Goodreads to check what sort of thrillers I kind of have. I really need to update my shelves at some point, but I just can't be bothered because I don't know at this point what's on the shelves and what's not. And I was thinking about The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but how about In Cold Blood, which is like a true crime? And it has, I have a credit. Hey, I have a credit. This is lying.
Valley Farm. Herbert William Clutter was 48 years old.
And I'm thinking because this is not like a fantasy thing, it should be easy to follow, even though I don't start it physically, because that's my rule currently. I start books physically for the most part, and then follow them up and like swap to audiobook, because otherwise my concentration just has not been the same for a couple of years now, and I don't know if it's because of the mental health or migraines, I'm not sure, but I can't do it. So I've been starting it physically, and then once I know what's happening, I will kind of swap to an audiobook. However, I think I'm okay with like non-fiction and contemporary stuff more so than anything else. So I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna put this on while I do my makeup. On November 15th, 1959, in a small town of Holcomb, Kansas, 4 members of the Clutter family were savagely murdered by blasts from a shotgun held a few inches from their faces. There was no apparent motive for the crime, and there were almost no clues. As Truman Capote reconstructs the murder and the investigation that led to the capture, trial, and execution of the killers, he generates both mesmerizing suspense and astonishing empathy. In Cold Blood is a work that transcends its moment, yielding poignant insight into the nature of American violence. Straight in mob, all's good. Hello. 6:30, and I forgot that it gets dark so quickly now. I feel like it's just literally like swapped like this, and before it was quite like okay, and like it's like a month later, maybe less, and it gets dark so quickly. I don't know how to handle. But anyway, I filmed 2 videos, so I didn't really squeeze in the third one, but I was like getting some messages that I needed to reply to during, so I'm sure that didn't help that late. So now I don't know whether I should just like push through and try to edit that and like upload it today, which would be better than uploading it tomorrow, but at the same time thinking maybe it's gonna be too late to upload it. But regardless of whatever I decide to do, I will for sure be like reading. I will for sure be reading later on. As of now, I think I am only like 40 minutes or so into the audiobook. So far I just kind of met the family. It's kind of narrating from the family's perspective, which is interesting because obviously that is the family that got murdered. So I'm just learning a little bit about the father, who was extremely religious. I think one of the daughters had like anxiety or something. I'm not quite sure. I was a bit struggling to focus, to be honest, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. I'm not convinced, but I know that it has amazing reviews, so I'm obviously gonna continue. But so yeah, I think I've gone through like 40 minutes of that. I've decided to ignore the mess. I'm making homemade chips currently, and I'm going to edit, and the footage is on this card, so I will see you later. And wish me luck. Hello, it's Friday, it's 4:30, and I have finished the book. Yay! It is a miracle. Good news is that actually, you know how I said that I peeked accidentally the name at the back and I was really upset because I thought that I spoiled myself? Well, good news. So the Cold Trip was, I'm not gonna say obviously who it was, and I'm not gonna say what gender it was, but I will say that I thought the name that I saw was one gender, and actually it was a different gender. So if anything, I was suspecting wrong people because of that, and I didn't see it coming. And you don't really find out until the very end, so it keeps you going. But yeah, very happy with this. I don't know if it's gonna be 5 stars yet, but it's definitely gonna be like a 4. And now I think I'm going to also watch there's like a 3-series season feature thing, not quite a movie, but it's a season, has 3 episodes, and that's it, of this, and I'm gonna be watching that with Logan, I think. So fun. Yeah, thought I'll update you. Actually finished the book. Woohoo! Good morning, it's Sunday. Yesterday I spent the whole day, literally morning to bed time, working on that continuing working on that TBR game. Maybe one day it'll happen. And it really made me remember how old I am. I'm feeling like, it's actually kind of funny because Logan previously was like, we were talking about doing something, I can't remember, and he was like, oh, that would be murder on my back, and I was like, did you just literally say that? That's such an old man thing to say. And now, me, like sitting and hunching because I was working on the floor all day and I woke up all sore, so living the best life. But on Friday, after I finished this, which I still haven't run through Copile, but I have more thoughts on, like a tiny bit. The main thing, I think my main issue with it is the simple fact that I was observing the story happening, I wasn't experiencing it. Did I already say that? I don't know, that experience in the book, and I was kind of watching it all unravel. However, I think that the amount of clues that were presented were just not enough for me to be part of solving a mystery. It was rather just like sit there and watch the mystery unfold and then being told what actually happened, rather than being able even to predict. I mean, I could speculate, and one of my speculations was kind of right, but like it was literally just speculating. There was not a lot of fact to back it up other than like just a hunch and like a couple of things. And whilst it's fine, like it didn't ruin my experience because I did enjoy it otherwise, I think made me a little bit less invested than I would have been otherwise, because like in thrillers and like mysteries especially, I like to guess, and that's the main thing that kind of gets me going, because I want to, or keeps me going, because I want to see if I'm right, and I want to see if the next clue is like additive to my guesses. Do you know what I mean? So because this one I kind of felt like didn't do that, I'm predicting 4 stars, but I still really enjoyed it. However, I was such in a reading mood at that point that I picked up a next book, and I really wanted to read The House in a Cerulean Sea because I've seen it everywhere and it just seems like, and I've also read stuff by the author before, which I think no one talks, which is hilarious because that book is something. I've spoken about it in like 2018 or 17, I can't remember, but like it's a Lightning Struck Heart and it's something. So I'm very intrigued to see this author in a more, I guess, serious, less sexual setting. I'm very curious. But I couldn't get to the book, and the Kindle is like just as expensive, basically, as the paper, the hardcover. So I'm waiting for that to get restocked. However, I think it's winning our November poll for the Patreon Mooney Buddy Read, so I'm excited, and I'm probably gonna keep it until then. But I still wanted something on like commentary on humans kind of thing. So the humans seemed like a good fit, so I started this. Then I got a little bit distracted, but I'm 17 pages in and I didn't read anything yesterday. I could have maybe at some points listened to the audiobook in Cold Blood, but to be honest, I'm like an hour in and I'm not that invested, which is kind of sad, and I'm thinking maybe I need to wait until I can read it physically. But also yesterday there were like a lot of measurements to take and a lot of focus required, so I kind of just decided that it's probably best not to risk listening to an audiobook while it's not really understanding what is being said. So yeah, I'm 17 pages in. This is all about an alien being sent to sort something on Earth, and he really doesn't want to. It's like one of the jobs nobody wanted to, but he did something, and this is his punishment, and he is thrown into this professor's body, and he's walking naked, and he finds humans really ugly and gross, and he's still learning the language. It takes like 100 words for him to learn the language, and he's still trying to see the customs and what's happening, and he's just like wandering about, and this is basically a diary of his journey on Earth for people like him later on. It's like information. But I'm only, as I said, I'm only 17 pages in, but I already chuckled a couple of times, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I love that kind of stuff. And he's so skeptical, and like looking at human habits and human ways through a completely fresh set of eyes and out of context is really hilarious. For example, he was walking naked, and obviously people are cursing at him and saying like, get off the fucking road, you lunatic, or something like that, because he doesn't understand the language yet. He's like, oh, so and then they spat at him, like, or spat towards him, and he's like, oh, this must be how they greet. So he walks into a gas station and he's like, I presented a sample of my saliva to the person behind the counter. It's like, but I think I might have gotten it wrong because this result was not equivalent to what I expected. Stuff like that thing. And I know that his favorite thing on earth is gonna be a dog because there's a dog on the cover and it says so here, but I'm excited to see what he thinks of the rest of the human ways. That's what I'm reading currently. I'm hoping to get a little bit of that in today, but I also wanted to open something with you guys. So from time to time I get a Glossybox, like I buy these myself. This is a bit of an odd angle, but that's okay. And I opened this one and I was like, oh my god, this is so pretty. I actually want to open it with you guys. So I opened it, but I didn't look at the items yet. So Glossybox is actually like a skincare makeup brand in, I think, both US and UK. They're probably separate and the items I think are different from US and UK, but 12 to 13 pounds per month and you can skip any months that you don't want. But look, when you see this, there's a sun. It's like all foiled. Ah, I love it. I love it. It's called the Beauty Tales. I think you could have gotten 2 versions. We got this one. I'm definitely gonna be keeping the box. It's so pretty. This is the other one that people could have gotten it. So that one's also super pretty. Please ignore my chipped nails. I really need to deal with them, but not today. Pretty. Oh, I think maybe this is a brand. Because we have a little, is the Stargazing Blush Duo. So this is the same brand that did the box, I assume. Look how pretty. I've never seen this brand. Maybe this is new. I'm not quite sure. Oh, cute. Cute. The packaging actually also has this. I love mainly getting skincare in these, especially brands that are extremely expensive and I would not buy otherwise, but I get for like a tenner with some other items too. How do I open you? That's actually really pretty. It's quite small, obviously, but it's quite pretty. Oh, there's a little Cadbury dark milk chocolate. I mean, always appreciate it. We'll definitely eat it. Then this really pretty thing. I'm assuming it's a lipstick or a lip balm. Oh, it's the lipstick. It's a color that mayhap's not gonna suit me. Oh, it could. Let me actually look at this. Luna by Luna, this would be worth 15 pounds. This thing is worth 18. But maybe that's the full. I don't know if this is full size. Oh, it is full size. It says full size. 18 pounds, that's quite a lot actually for. Elamask Hydra Veil. I feel like I've heard about this. What are the ingredients? Perfect for moisturizing your skin. Cool. Cute. So this is for sure not a full size, but look how cute. Little like ball, looks actually like a lip balm. Has a little cap and it's like a clear gel inside actually. So this is a deluxe 7 milliliters worth of 10 pounds and the full size is 30 worth 34. Pricey. But see, that's what I mean. Like I like to try things out and this one seems like a good box. Then next thing is Fairy Dust Lavender Bath Salts. And the last item is HC Essential Real Eye Cream for Face. Concentrated eye cream for the whole face. What? So this is for your whole face, but it's called eye cream. Oh, concentrated eye cream that can be used on the whole face for youthful appearance and resilient skin. So this is a deluxe mini worth $8.66 and full size is 26, which is not too bad for an eye cream, to be honest. I actually already have 2 eye creams open, so this will probably have to wait, but I'm excited to try the brand. Very happy with this one. We have a little brush, a chocolate, a lipstick that may or may not fit us. I think it could. But the box is so pretty. Definitely keeping the box. Yeah, super happy with this one. But anyway, I'm gonna get something to eat, something to drink, and I think I'm gonna sit and read a little bit and then get back to you about that in a bit. Hello, it's Monday. I so did not update you and everything is chaos. okay. I feel like I've been looking a little bit of a mess here, but that's okay. That's okay. So I wanted to update you on The Humans. I've actually been loving this book so much. I am currently pretty much halfway through, I think, and 140 pages, which is great because I only read this in like 3 sittings, and I'm not the fastest reader, so this has been going great. I'm actually loving it so much. There's a lot of commentary on humans. As I said, this is an alien basically experiencing humans, and he comes from a culture that, like, they're just very different, first of all, but second of all, they view humans already as like super dirty, primitive, violent idiots, kinda, and just like gross in general, just gross overall. But obviously, like, and whilst a lot of that is kind of confirmed through our behavior, the person impersonating this human is also noticing some things that are, you know, not as white and black and categorical, and there's that. But it's also, there's so many like things that you wouldn't really think about because it's so normal for us, like, but there's like commentaries, like, it's hilarious. It was also really funny how they said, they called, what was it? He was watching the news for the first time, and it was like, the news was prioritized in a way I could not understand. For instance, there was nothing on new mathematical observations or still undiscovered polygons, but quite a bit about politics, which on this planet was essentially all about war and money. Indeed, war and money seemed to be so popular on the news, it should more accurately be described as the war and money show. Just imagine the news being the war and money show. Also, it's just so accurate, so accurate. You can definitely, I think that the kind of British humor shines through in this book, and I love that kind of stuff. I guess it has a little bit of a vibe of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I obviously love. Really need to reread because it's been like literally ages since I read that, and yeah, seeming like it's gonna be 5 stars, which I've not had in so long and so needed, and I've already might have ordered another book by him. I went for the Midnight Library, and it sounds amazing, so we'll see how that goes, and I might just try and read that soon. But love it. Could possibly be a new favorite author, we don't know, we'll have to just check. But I'm working on some extra stuff on the side. I'm working on that TBR game basically, so a lot of the vlog is actually kind of empty, but I hope that this was still fun, and I hope you guys are well. Let me know what you've been reading. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I'm on my lunch break now, so I'm gonna hop on and start editing, I think. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Oh,